favorite part of the day? What has just been like the best thing that you've seen happen? Put it up into the comments. What's up, Riley? Nice to see your name pop up on the screen. Jasmine, it's just what you do for fun. Oh, I know, dude. COVID is getting to that point where it is so hard to figure out things to keep you busy, right? Like good, meaningful things, not just like the boring, busy work. Jasmine, I know that I think you've watched like every episode of Outer Bounds, right? Is that what it's called? What's up, Ryan? So last night on Mission, I made a promise to a student that I would watch, if they read through the book of John, I would watch all of that show Outer Bounds. And I don't like things like that at all. And hi Elaine, but man, Outer Banks, there you go. But London and I, we take good on our promises. So last night we started the show, and it wasn't like terrible. It just wasn't anything near what I thought it was going to be. So if you've been watching that, throw up in the comments if you finished it or not. Putter Banks, Elaine said. Yeah, all the different stuff. Dude, it's amazing how much content like comes out every single day. I don't know about you guys, but it's so easy to get just bored so fast. Outer. Elaine, has it been one of those long days where like autocorrect is just kicking your butt? What's up, Rich? What's up, Josiah? Good to see your guys' names pop up. Peace out, Jasmine. Good to see you. So put up in the comments, what's been your high and your low of the week? For me, both the same. I have started teaching my 4-year-old son, Levi, how to fish. And the only problem is I don't know how to fish. So what's up, Matt? I never learned how to fish. So for me, I'm trying to teach my son something that I don't even know how to do. So we're both learning together. So him and I have been on 2 little fishing trip thingies together. We just gone down to like the channel and fished around a little bit. Dude, we were so confident the first time we were going to catch fish. We caught nothing. The second time I went home, I did a bunch of research on what I would need. We go back and guess what? Nothing still. So Levi and I are 0 for 2 and the fish are just winning. So Levi and I are confident. I think I ordered some new like fishing equipment stuff, some new jigs. I don't even know what I'm doing, and just going off of like Google stuff. So if you're out there and you know how to fish, give me a call later tonight. But put up in the comments what's been your high and your low. Try the pier fishing. So I used to pier fish a bunch, but I feel like that's just not the same thing. It's so easy when you're fishing from the pier, Elaine, like as opposed to anything else. What's up, Amy? Nice to see your name up here. Let's see if we can go live with somebody and ask them if they like fish. Let's start with Matthew Lim. Oh, Matthew Lim is unable to join. Let's see if we can change that. Matthew Lim is unable to join. What's up, Anna? Timmy Allen. What's up, man? Good to see your name on here. Timmy is one of the, let me see. All right. Amy and Anna had a request to go live with us. So let's see if Anna will go live with us. Anna, you spelled my name wrong. That hurts me. What's up, Anna?
Hello.
Where's your bag of leaves?
I don't have it, but I have some water.
Oh, close second. What's up, Tyler? How you doing, Anna? Fill us in on how your day's been.
My day's been good. I was at the Santa Barbara beach today, which it was nice because that beach isn't closed, so it's not like...
Really?
Yeah, you can't get fined for being there. So that was nice.
That's
How
awesome.
was your day been, Parker?
My day has been good. Super full, like productive, fun day. But Levi and I took, I think, probably the longest bike ride he's ever taken today. And it was so much fun because he was stoked. And so we ended going, we both brought little masks and we ended at the grocery store, Aldi, getting ice cream together, sitting on the curb out front of Aldi, eating our ice cream.
That's cute.
Talking. So it was like a great day for work, super productive, and a really good day with Levi. So I had a ton of fun.
That sounds so fun.
Yeah. How was Santa Barbara? Were the beaches packed because they're not closed?
Surprisingly, no. I was there this weekend too, and it was more busy, I think, because it was a weekend, but because it's like a Wednesday, I feel like a lot of people are going back to work and stuff like that.
What have you missed most? Was it like the ocean, getting outside the beach because of COVID, or what is it?
Totally. I was like I saw people like starting to go to the beach even though like it's been closed and stuff, and I was just so jealous because it just feels like summertime already, and this is where I thrive at the beach.
Especially
And
like today, it's so beautiful out all day long.
it was
Hi,
so
Rachel.
like, supposed to be cloudy today, and it wasn't. So yeah, definitely I miss the beach the most and being in the ocean.
Yeah, me too, dude. I know. It's just been weird, huh? Hey, let me ask you a couple different questions, right?
Okay.
What time, I'm so curious about this. I've been asking everybody this. What time are you getting up in the morning and going to bed on average?
Embarrassing, Parker. I am waking up anywhere from like 8:30 to 10. So a big time frame, kind of.
Nice.
Mostly
Yeah.
around
Do you set alarms or do you just wake
I
up?
wake up when my body tells me to.
Love
But
it.
it is kind of I don't really like sleeping in too much because I feel kind of I don't know. I don't like wasting that much of the day. But I've been going to, oh gosh, the past week. This is such bad timing for this question. The past week I've been going to bed at like 2 or 3 in the morning. But I've been
What's been keeping you up, dude?
What's up?
What's been keeping you up?
Honestly, in all honesty, Netflix has been keeping me up.
What have you been watching? That was going to be one of the next questions.
I just finished watching this like really popular show, Outer Banks. I'm sure a lot of people have you heard of it?
Oh, dude. So I was saying at the beginning of this yesterday on Mission, I promised a student that if she, what's up, Gabby? If she does, so we're about to go into, we're ending our Acts series on Sunday, and then we're going to start a series through the book of John. So same thing that we've been doing with Acts. We're going to read a chapter a day. There's 21 chapters. So I told this student that if she read John, I would watch Outer Banks during that 21 days. So to prove good on my promise, London and I watched one episode last night, dude.
What did you think? That's so funny.
I know. And you know what? It sucks.
The show? You don't like the show?
I thought it was so cheesy. Did you ever see that old show called The OC?
I know.
Okay, dude. It just felt so bad. But I see how easy it is to get sucked into it because I was even like, what's going to happen next? You know?
It's super cheesy, but the plot is really good, and it kind of makes me wish I lived in like on an island like that.
I love it. Yeah. Anna, it's great to check in with you. Thanks for letting us go live with you. I'm going to see if we can go live with Jack Jellison. Let's see if he'll go live with us. Bye, Anna. Nice to see you. All right, Jack. Let's see. I want to check in with you, bro. You're on like the front lines working at Starbucks.
What's up, dog?
Up, bro? Good to see you.
Likewise.
Thanks, man. Dude, okay, how's Starbucks? Fill us in. You're on the front lines.
Yeah, dude, it's crazy. So, like, my store's open, but, like, it's only grab and go. You can only mobile order. You can't step foot in the building.
Wow.
Predicting in a month, though. Hopefully by either the last week of May or even in June.
I have to do the same thing, dude. Don't even worry.
For real. Like, allegedly in June, we're gonna open our store back open to people that can walk in, but it's still you can't sit. You just gotta grab and go.
Dang, man.
It's crazy though. It's good.
What's that like for you? What does it feel like?
It's definitely weird because like Starbucks definitely promotes customer connection and like being personal, but like it's super hard to be personal with someone when you're standing between like a door, like between you two, because we don't want to be too close. We're trying to keep social distancing, of course, while we're at work. But even like with our employees inside the store, like only one person is allowed in the lobby, one person is allowed in the bar area, and one person is allowed in the back of the house, so we can keep social distancing even with inside our store.
Wow, dude.
Yeah.
Wow, that's intense, man.
And my hands are so raw right now because every 30 minutes we literally have a timer. It doesn't matter if you just wash your hands or not. Every 30 minutes a timer goes off and you have to stop what you're doing and wash your hands.
So it's just like your job, but all the safety protocol stuff on steroids, dude.
Yeah, dude. I feel like a nurse sometimes because I'm constantly like sterile with my hands in the air. I'm like, I am clean.
Dude, okay. How many people are ordering stuff? Like a ton of people or no?
Yeah, a good amount. On the weekends, it's definitely more because I feel like on the weekends people try to get to the beach a little more and walk on the promenade and stuff like that. But yeah, during the week it's been pretty slow because all the businesses around us are still closed. Darkins is closed, Lemonade Sally's closed, and even though like people would go to the restaurants, the people that worked at the restaurants were also our regulars, and so people who worked in the industry down in the like the restaurants aren't coming in, and the trade desk right behind us is closed still, and so there's a lot of businesses around us that haven't opened up quite yet.
Yeah.
And so like, as soon as they reopen up, our business will pick up a lot more.
Yeah, it's kind of hopeful, right? Like just
Yeah.
like little by little by little, you know.
Plugging away, finally, like establishing what is norm.
Yeah, dude. Well, thank you for working, man. It helps us all feel a little more normal. And without coffee, I would be a different man. So I am forever in your debt, dude.
Of course.
Love you, bro. I'm gonna hop you off and see if we can go live with somebody else, dude. Good to see you, man.
Likewise.
Thanks, bro. Appreciate it. All right. Let's see if we can go live with Amy. Amy had requested to go live earlier, and we chose Anna over Amy. Amy, we are so sorry that we chose Anna over you. Let's see how many comments we get to kick you, Amy. What's up, Amy?
How's it going?
Good. How are you doing? How are the kids? Happy late Mother's Day, by the way.
Why, thank you. I am a mother, and I had a day.
Gabby is saying the lure bread. Is the lure bread famous?
Have you never had it?
I think I've been there once. I don't know. It wasn't that good. Tell Jonathan.
It's delicious. It's like sourdough hot roll fresh from the oven, and they are delicious. You can't kick me when I've said
We already have things to kick Amy, dude.
I literally have said nothing offensive.
You've only promoted lure. It's like a lure commercial. Okay, Amy, the question everybody's burning to know. Have you watched any episodes from Outer Banks?
No.
Come on, Amy.
I know. You've watched one. You've watched one. You cannot. I can't. No, we haven't. Jonathan watched that, the one about Waco. That's the last thing that we watched. Yeah. And then Community is what we're binging right now. Community. I'm supposed to. Gabby said that's on my homework list, I guess, that I have to do in order to stay cool.
Absolutely, Amy. Absolutely.
Bye, Jay.
We're I love it. Dude, Amy, fill us in. How's the Amy household? That's kind of what it feels like, I'm sure. How's the Holden home, and what do you want to tell our students right now?
The Holden home is going good. Our chickens are getting bigger. We got 3 new ones, which is super fun.
How many chickens does this put you up to now, dude?
We're at 15. Have I shown you the new babies?
15?
Yeah,
no, give us a virtual tour of the chickens.
Yes, we'll do that. While I walk, what do I want to tell the students?
Has anybody else, throw up in the comments, students, if you guys have got any animals during this time.
I want to tell the students that sometimes Jade Barretto shows up at my house for fun and then comes and holds my chickens. And
that's awesome.
Also,
what's your address, Amy, in case anybody else wants to do that?
Yeah. I'm not stupid.
You got pigs, Jade? That's tight.
How do you handle 15 chickens? Jade, how many pigs did you get?
Hey, Lindsay wants to know, how do you handle 15 chickens? Can you show us?
Well, I mean, they stay in their cage, so like.
Can you lay down in the cage?
I don't lay down in a cage. Those are the big girls right there. Excuse me, girls.
Hi,
hey, don't pick me. Stop it. Stop it.
What if we all watch Amy get eaten alive by chickens right now, dude? That would.
Hey, you see, this one's mean.
Jade got 2 pigs.
She don't. You barely watch your kids. Yes, I go. But look at these.
Dude, Jade with the fire. Oh, look at those little ones.
Those are the funny ones.
Oh, I always forget. Amy's iPhone gets all super glitchy outside. Wow, look at them.
My Wi-Fi gets weird if I.
They're so. I think there that far. If you go to the wee corners of your property, yeah. No, that's so fun. Yeah. I love it. I love it. Yeah. Well, so, Amy, do you recommend getting weird animals if you're getting bored in COVID?
I do. It's super fun. You should get a cat, Parker.
What's up, Connor? I almost did. Today there was a stray cat cruising through my yard, and I enticed it with a reed and got it to play with me for a minute. And then I realized I could be fired for this because Doug hates cats, so I let the cat go.
Yeah, but I like them, so, we're good.
It balances out.
Yeah, it balances out.
Oh, I love it.
Awesome.
All right, hey, good to see you, Amy.
Bye, Parker.
Adios.
Bye, guys. See you later.
Kick Amy. Amy's gone. Let's see if we can go live with Gabby. Gabriela, one of our other leaders. You almost got a peacock today. What does that even mean, Jack? What's up, Gabriel?
Hello.
¿Cómo está? How are you?
I'm doing good.
Good. Have you had any exotic animals since COVID?
No. I just like dogs and shit.
Hey, dude, what? So if you had to pick one streaming service to disappear forever, what streaming service would it be? Netflix, Disney Plus, or Hulu?
Well, I don't have Hulu, so I'll say Hulu.
All right. And then if you had to choose one other streaming service to disappear.
Oh no. At the moment, I would say Disney Plus because I barely watch Disney Plus.
Right?
Like I'm watching everything on.
Yeah, dude, I kind of feel like a little bit ripped off. Like I don't pay for Netflix. I don't know anybody that does. Personally, I borrow my father-in-law's account, but I do pay for Disney Plus, and man, I haven't used that sucker at all. Like maybe once during COVID.
Yeah, well, I watch it weekly, like once or twice a week. I'll watch it. A good movie, but there's really good movies on Disney Plus. That's why. Like,
yeah, all the Disney stuff.
But there's good shows on Netflix to watch.
Yep,
like
exactly. It is kind of a good balance. Gabby, how are you staying sane during COVID? Besides copious amounts of Netflix and all-nighters with middle school students.
Yeah. I just finished finals, but I'm starting a new set of classes, so I'm doing school. Oh, and I'm cleaning, and I'm brushing my dog, and catching avocados with a fishing net from my backyard. That's what I would do to stay sane.
That's so fun. So I'm hearing like some brain work with school stuff, some friend stuff, some outdoor stuff. Nice. Yeah. I think that is a great mix. That's what I'm talking about. Amy wants to know if you really did the all-nighter.
Okay. It did happen. They only went to like 5:30. I left at 1 because I had to watch my show. But some people joined in. I think Melanie joined at like 3:30 in the morning or 4:30 in the
morning. Dang.
I was still up then. I just decided not to stay with them because when I was on, no one was talking. So I got bored.
Hey, dude, Pixar, it didn't happen.
Yeah.
So I agree with Amy, what she just said. That sounds miserable. London and I were talking about this, and I was saying, what do you even do? It's hard to bust an all-nighter when you're with people, like playing spike ball and hanging out. But, dude, when you're just on a computer, that's horrible. Was it horrible?
Yeah, well, I was just on my phone on Zoom, and then no one anything. And then after a while, I was just like, I could finish watching a show right now. So that's what I did.
What shows have you been watching? Fill us in. Fill us in.
I finished Outer Banks.
Man, that everybody.
Okay, I agree with you. It's very cheesy.
Yes.
But it's like, it's really like, I love the drama in it because it's so like, it gets you into it. And then I watched Never Have I Ever. That show is hilarious. You might like it. I don't know. It was hilarious. And then I watched All American. I finished that. That show was really good. I cried in almost every single episode.
No way. Oh my gosh. I'm a crier for movies. So I grew up single mom, right? I was raised by a single mom. I'm clearly not a single mom. And dude, so we would watch Gilmore Girls and Desperate, all these different shows together all the time. And it's like, oh man, they get me. So I thought I was really going to like Outer Banks, but I don't know, man. I promised I would finish it, so I'm there. I'm going to finish it. I have 21 days.
You just watch an episode a day.
There's 21 episodes?
No. There's.
Oh.
I think there's 9.
Oh, I got this. Let's go.
Yeah.
Parkher equals single mom. Jack, thank you for spelling my name right. That makes me feel honored.
Oh, shout out to the students of On Mission Memes. You guys should go follow it. It's hilarious.
Dude, it is so funny. It's 2 students who aren't ready to reveal themselves yet, making memes, and Oh my goodness, they are hilarious, dude. Yeah, I was dying going through them. London and I, again, last night on the couch, Jonathan Holden and I were even texting back and forth about a couple of them today. They are so good.
They are. I'm proud of these students who
Me
will
too.
remain nameless.
Anonymous. I love it. Hey, Gabby, thanks for hopping on with us. We're going to move to the message, but then after this, dude, we're going to go to our after party, and you're going to be helping us with the game that we're doing tonight, right?
I am. I'll be keeping score.
That's what I'm talking about. Adios, Gabriel. Good to see you, dude. Bye. What's up, everybody? Hey, Megan. Good to see you on here. I hope that your guys' week has been good. I know that it's kind of odd to figure out, man, what does a normal look like? What does a week look like? What does the day-to-day stuff look like? So I just want to remind you guys, man, out the gate, like we are here for you. So Amy and myself, all the different leaders that hopped on right now, and a bunch of the ones who didn't, man, we are all here for you. We're rooting for you. We want to know what's going on in your life. We want to be there in any way that we can. We know this is hard. It's hard for us too. And so we're here to walk through life with you when it's good and when it's not so good. So we have a couple cool things going on in the next couple of weeks. So if you are just joining us, we've been going through the book of Acts. So Acts is 28 chapters long, and we are today in 24, meaning that on Sunday, we will be finishing up the book of Acts. So put up in the comments if you have been reading along through the book of Acts. Put yes or no or kind of, right? Because I know that sometimes it's easy to miss a chapter or two here and there, or maybe just start and then taper off, or maybe you didn't know we were doing it, so you got started yesterday. So put up in the comments, yes, no, or maybe a little bit. Yep, Gabby's been doing the Acts series. I know Rich Woods has. He's commenting a bunch. It's been awesome to read your stuff, Rich. So we are going to continue doing something similar to this after Sunday. So we're going to have a day off, and then on Tuesday, we're going to be starting a new series through the book of John. I love John. John is in the New Testament. It's one of the Gospels, meaning it's one of the lenses in the Bible onto the life of Jesus. And it's my favorite gospel. I love John. I love his picture of Jesus. If you've never read it, I promise you, if you take the 21 days that we're going to take to read it, because there's 21 chapters in the book of John, man, Jesus will just change your life. He'll grab a hold of your heart in such a unique way. Taking one chapter a day and just looking at the life of Jesus does something to your life. I know from personal experience. So I'm really excited to begin to do that. It's just a healthy thing to look at who Jesus was. So stay on the lookout for that. Again, it's just going to be through the Bible app, and we're going to be starting that this coming Tuesday. So 6 days from today. All right, do me a favor and throw up in, what's up, Maddie? Throw up in the comments one convenient thing you miss most during COVID. What is one convenient thing that you miss most during COVID? I was thinking about this earlier, and I was thinking 1 day shipping from Amazon. I miss that so much. And I didn't even realize how much I would miss 1 day shipping from Amazon, right? But oh my gosh, there's been so many times I've gone to buy something on Amazon, and because it isn't an essential good, it's it's going to take weeks. Yeah, Amy agrees. Amazon Prime. What's up, Grant? So Grant, we're just throwing up things into the comments that we miss most. One convenient thing that we miss most during COVID. I was thinking also, man, just being able to hop out of my car and walk into a store without putting a mask on. I have forgot so many times. I have got out of my car, walked up to the store, and then realized, darn it, I don't have a mask on. Turn around, came back to the car, grabbed the mask, put the mask on, and then come back to the store. I miss just being able to hop out of the car and head straight into the store. Yeah, Grant says school. Jack says surprise hanging out with friends. Dude, exactly. Working from coffee shops. The ability to be tired at midnight. Lizzie, that is so good. Fist bumps. Yeah, I miss hugs. Those are so convenient. I was thinking also just eating at a restaurant, not having to do my own dishes after I eat a meal. Oh my gosh, I miss that a bunch, right? Convenient things can be awesome. Can we all agree? Convenient things can be so cool. Amazon Prime, being able to work from things. Death Ball, Jack is saying, yes. All these different things can be awesome. But when our lives become all about convenience, we will never have the life that Jesus wants for us. When our lives begin to get consumed by convenience, we will never have the life that Jesus wants for us. We're wrapping up our Acts series this Sunday, like I said, but today we're in Acts chapter 24. If you got a Bible, go ahead and turn there. I love the book of Acts. I've been excited going through it with you guys. It's been a bunch of fun for me to read one chapter a day through this. And this chapter, chapter 24, focuses in on a guy named Paul. So Paul was kind of like a pastor. He was a start. What's up, Elijah? Paul started a bunch of different churches, and then he would care for those churches. And usually he'd send letters. So a lot of the letters that we have in the New Testament, Galatians, Ephesians, 1st and 2nd Corinthians, those were written by Paul, who, as he's caring for the churches that he had started. And so in chapter 24 of Acts, we see that this guy, Paul, has now gone back to Jerusalem, which is the city that Jesus was crucified in. And all these different people, the people who crucified Jesus, they grab Paul and they beat him up, and then they put him on trial on all these different trumped up fake charges. And then he ends up going to jail and the guy who's overseeing him is the governor named Felix. So there's this dude named Felix who's been watching out over Paul while Paul is in jail. And Felix is a Roman. So he's not Jewish and he's not a Christian. He serves Rome and the Roman pantheon of gods that they had at the time. So he's not a follower of Jesus and he's not even Jewish. But in verse 22 of chapter 24, it says that he was well acquainted, Felix was well acquainted with the way of Jesus. Meaning, like, man, somehow he had heard about Jesus and he kind of knew some stuff about Jesus. And I kept thinking as I read this today, I read early in the morning, so I've been thinking about this a lot today. I have so many friends like that who aren't like religious, not spiritual, not Christian, but they know something about Jesus, right? I have so many friends like Felix. That's Felix. He knows something about Jesus, but he's not a Christian or he's not a Jew. Felix was just curious about Jesus. So Felix kept Paul around. And in verses 24 and 25, it says this. I really like this. It says, several days later, Felix came with his wife, Drusilla. The names in the Bible, especially the women's names, are so weird. Imagine being named Drusilla. If anybody's ever met a Drusilla, put it up in the comments. I'm curious to know. She was a Jewess, meaning like she was a female and she was a Jew. He sent for Paul and listened to him as he spoke about faith in Christ. So this guy Felix is interested. He wants to know more about Jesus. And so he sends from Paul from jail and he brings him to him and his wife, Drusilla. And Paul begins to talk to them about Jesus. And then look at verse 25. Remember, Felix is curious. As Paul discoursed on righteousness, self-control, and the judgment to come, Felix was afraid and he said, that's enough. That's enough. That's enough for now. You may leave. When I find it convenient, I will send for you. I've been thinking about that line all day long. That's enough. When I find it convenient, I will send for you. Felix only liked Jesus when it was convenient for Felix. When Felix found out something that he didn't like about Jesus, when it wasn't convenient anymore, Felix says, "Oop, that's enough," and he begins to push Paul out of his life. All day long, I've been thinking about convenience. And I can tell you that if you are like Felix, waiting until it's convenient to let Jesus into your life, then you will miss out on the life that God has for you. See, Jesus is like knocking on the door of your heart consistently over and over and over again. But if you don't listen to those knocks never go away. Jesus never stops knocking on the door of your life. But what happens is that those knocks end up becoming like white noise. So they're still there. Jesus is still knocking on the door of your heart, wanting to come in, wanting to know you. But what happens over time is that you just kind of get used to the knocking and you stop listening to what Jesus is doing in your life if you don't respond to him. I know I've done this in my own life with different things where Jesus has been knocking on my life, inviting me to change my attitude towards someone or my heart posture or the way I spend money or time. And Jesus has been knocking and knocking and knocking, and he never stops knocking. But sometimes that knocking, again, just turns to white noise and it kind of just fades into the background of my life. So when was the last time that you heard something from Jesus, right? Or maybe you felt something like you needed to do something and one way or the other, the Holy Spirit was speaking to you. When was the last time that happened? And did you act on it? Or are you, knock, knock, housekeeping, yeah, Jesus. Are you acting on the stuff that you feel like Jesus has been speaking into your life? See, one thing I've found is that it will never be more convenient. Like, there will never be a more convenient time to allow Jesus to do something in your life than right now. When our life becomes all about convenience, we won't ever have the life that Jesus wants us to live. Maybe you felt like you should hop on small groups, right? Like maybe you felt like, man, I want to do this. I think I should hop on small groups. I think I should connect. But you're like, it's not really convenient. Like I have some work to do. I have some school stuff I need to get done. Or I kind of didn't eat. Or maybe like I didn't brush my hair. My hair's a mess. And so I don't want to hop on small groups right now. Whatever the reason is, trust me, I thought of them my own self for a bunch of different things during COVID. Maybe you just said, I'm not going to do it. And now we're months into COVID. And you still haven't joined a small group. And yet God told you, he knocked on that door and he said, man, I want you to get involved in this group, but it just wasn't convenient. If that's you, then tonight is the night, my friend. Maybe God told you a long time ago, back when we were still meeting at the church, and he told you, hey, change your attitude towards someone. I want you to act different to your sister. Or I want you to change your attitude towards your mom or your dad or all these different things. And you felt like God was telling you to do that, but you didn't do it. And you know right now the Holy Spirit might be speaking to you and you're like, I still need to work on that. Dude, God is still knocking. Don't forget that. Just don't get so numb to the knocking that you don't end up following Jesus. It's never going to be more convenient than right now. Maybe you felt like God told you to call a friend, but it wasn't convenient when God told you to. Well, guess what? It'll never be more convenient. Now's the time. Maybe God told you to begin to form a habit of prayer and to pray every single day, like maybe to pause in the morning, the evening, or at lunchtime and just pray, just spend time talking with your Father who cares for you, but it wasn't convenient. It'll never get more convenient. Today's the day. Maybe you felt like, man, I should join that Acts group. I've never read my Bible. This sounds like a great way to begin to learn how to read the Bible. Man, and you felt, it's just not convenient right now, though. It's kind of hard to spend 3 minutes a day reading anything right now. Hey, I get it. If you're overloaded with school, I totally understand. It will never be more convenient. It'll never be more convenient. Following Jesus just honestly isn't convenient. And if we center our lives around convenience, we're going to miss the good life that Jesus has for us. If you keep waiting for it to be convenient to follow Jesus, you never will. It's like learning how to swim. Like, you will never learn how to swim unless you hop into the pool one day and start kicking those legs and moving those arms. You will never really follow Jesus. You will never fully give your life to Jesus if you keep letting convenience stop you from following Jesus. I want you to have the life that God has for you. I want you to have the life that God wants you to live, and convenience will get in your way every single time. For some of us, like I said, man, the thing that we need to do to hop out of our comfort zone and into the growth zone is, man, we got to get on the small groups. Like that's what you got to do. And you know it, and it's not convenient, and you're kind of figuring it out. Hey, no worries. Look, this is what I want to invite you to do. Tonight, I'm going to be on the small groups. Bunch of different leaders are going to be as well. And what I want to invite you to do is just hop in, even if it's just for the game. Tonight, I'm giving you permission. If you have never been a part of the small groups and you want to, but it just hasn't been convenient, you can just come for the game portion tonight. I believe that God will even use fun stuff like that to connect you to him. So call me out. Come on to the game. Let's see what God does. And if you want, stay on and go into a small group. We do upperclassmen and lowerclassmen small groups, but we start out our small group as just one giant arena with a bunch of different people playing one big game together. Come and win Chick-fil-A. Come and win Domino's or something like that. And man, we just want to see you and connect with you. We believe that like Jesus invites us to live in a community. And right now, it's really hard to do that. And we believe small groups is the best way to do that. So again, it'll never be more convenient today, guys. Maybe God's speaking to you about something else. I'd love to hear from you. Shoot me a call or a text and let me know what God has been speaking to you and how you are stepping out of your comfort zone into the life that God has for you today. So we are going to go ahead and we are going to hop over onto our small groups. If you've never done it, let me show you how. All you're going to do is you're going to exit out of the live stream, go to our Hold Fast Instagram page. There's a link in the bio. If you click that, it'll send you to another page, which is going to give you access to Zoom, and that's how we do our small groups. So then just go to the link, and then it'll pop right up. I'm going to be there. I'm actually hopping on right now. I got my computer out, and I'm ready to go. So go ahead and get off of here and go up onto our Zoom small groups. I hope I see you there. Remember, God is knocking at the door of your life. Even if you do not answer today, that does not mean that he will stop knocking. God loves you. He cares for you. We love you. We care for you. If you need anything from us, feel free to reach out. What's up, guys? I just want to know what's happening. Right. I see. Have a plan. Oh. Love you guys. See you guys soon. Bye.